If you have ever taken a fish oil supplement, or if you take supplements for beauty purposes or want to, this is the video for you. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 3 best beauty supplements for women that address not only our cosmetic needs, but also our unique body's needs, and getting into some of the science as to how these actually work, so that you can know if you're doing something good for your health or getting ripped off. What is it, girl? What do you think you're doing? Hello, my beautiful butterflies. Today's video is especially thrilling because we get to talk about 2 of my favorite subjects: beauty and the body's overall health. We are going to cover omega fats and biotin. We are going to talk about B12 and how it's essential to your neurological health, as well as a supplement that is meant for acne that I actually think is an excellent supplement as an everyday multivitamin. Who here has ever heard of the benefits of omegas 3, 6s, or 9s and taken fish oil because of that? I used to take fish oil when I was younger. My grandma was always taking fish oil, and there have actually been studies proving that fish oil is actually more harmful than helpful. It was a metadata study, but it actually looked at the rancidity levels of some of these supplements. Omega fatty acids are these amazing compounds. There are different types, some that our bodies can produce and others that we need to get in the diet, and therefore it is essential that we get them through diet or through supplementation. Omegas are important because they do so many things. Our cells have what's called a phospholipid bilayer, which basically means that they have these polarized ends, some that like fats and some that like water. And if you've ever tried to pour olive oil into water, you know that fats and waters repel. So this phospholipid bilayer makes up our cells and helps keep its structure intact. And guess what? The omega fatty acids help our body do that. We're talking about our skin, we're talking about shiny, healthy hair and nails, we're talking about hormonal balance and nutrient transport, and we're also talking about those mucous membranes, such as the eyes, the nose, the saliva, and for the ladies, even some of those feminine health areas. Now, because omegas have so many healthy benefits, but a lot of people weren't getting enough or the right amounts, supplements started being sold. And supplements are great when they are beneficial to your health. But unfortunately, a lot of fish oil supplements were actually doing more harm than good. Fish oil supplements were on the market for a long time, being sold as this heart-healthy alternative to help with heart disease and other atherosclerotic issues. The problem is they weren't actually helping, and the fish oil ones were often making things worse. Now, there's different reasons for this. And the first one was the heavy metal toxins like mercury. Unfortunately, the fish are swimming around eating a lot of the toxins that are in the ocean, and that's concentrated in their bodies. And when people were taking this fish oil out and feeding it to people, it was actually harmful for them. On top of that, there are compounds called PCBs, which have actually found to cause cancer and were in a lot of these fish oil supplements. The metadata study that looked at all of these showed that most fish oil supplements were rancid. See, omegas are amazing, but they're also delicate. You need to make sure that they're packaged properly in a dark package and kept out of the sunlight, otherwise they can go bad very quickly. And if they go bad, they essentially turn rancid. That healthy omega fatty acid gets a break, and that break turns it into a trans fat or a free radical. But to have healthy functioning bodies, we do need these omegas. So what's a girl to do? This is an omega supplement from SeabuckWonders that I've actually been taking for over 5 years. This is an omega supplement that has omegas 3, 6s, 7s, and 9 in the right balance, and one of them also has biotin. Now, it's funny, I look back at this old video from 5 years ago that I did on my supplements, and I was taking too many different supplements. Some of them were important, such as the buckthorn omega ones and calcium, but others I was taking a cinnamon supplement and like a garlic supplement. It's like, girl, just eat the cinnamon. Just eat the garlic! The omegas are something that I've stuck with throughout this entire time because not only do they have the right ratio, and not only are they protected from the sun and from rancidity, but they also have antioxidants. You see, this is from a plant-based source, and the buckthorn is actually a berry. It has an amazingly high level of antioxidants, and guess what? Antioxidants fight against oxidation. They fight against that free radical production, which means that for if any reason one of these omegas got to expiring, the antioxidants would give up their free electron so that my body doesn't get destroyed. So omega-7s, which are also called palmitoleic acid, have actually been shown to have anti-inflammatory effects when applied topically as well. There was a study done in Brazil less than a year ago that actually shows an improvement of topical wound healing. So for instance, cuts, scrapes, or maybe even marks left by acne. And the researchers state no bias or conflict of interest as well, which is awesome. Omega-7 has been known for its support of the mucous membranes throughout the body when taken orally, and again, we're talking about dry skin, eyes, mouth, those lady parts. But the fact that it has these anti-inflammatory applications internally and externally is very interesting. The SeabuckWonders is organic and it's 100% pure. You want to make sure that any supplements you're taking don't have these added fillers or things in them. And it does come in two different forms. These are the liquid drops, and then these are the little capsules, which are usually the ones that I take because they're easier to travel with. Now this one is just the omegas, but they also have this one, which is the omegas plus biotin. This is really great because a lot of people attribute biotin to helping them grow longer, stronger hair and nails. Now the interesting thing is that there haven't been a lot of studies on biotin. There was one study that actually showed no difference in biotin in regular people, but a possible difference in people who were already deficient. But the truth is that we don't have enough studies that are actually double-blind and placebo-controlled to see if there is a statistical significance. Now that being said, a lot of people have seen results with biotin. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't work, it just means that we haven't found the scientific papers that are detailed or a meta-analysis that is detailed enough for that. But that being said, this does have biotin and it actually has a lot in it. Biotin, like any other supplement, comes in different amounts, and 2 soft gels actually have 1000% of your daily recommended need. So again, the great thing about this is that you want to make sure that the bottle is either dark glass or it is non-permeable, which means it can't get to light. Light and heat can cause your omegas to go rancid. But the good thing is that these are protected not only by the packaging, but also by the antioxidants in them. And again, with omegas, it's about that amount. You want to make sure that the ratios are correct. And the great thing is that this takes the guesswork out and it's all balanced. If you saw the video I did on 5 foods that I eat every single day, I explained to you why I really like flax milk, and it's because of the same omega ratio. So go see that if you want to learn a bit about nutrition. But if you're someone who is taking a fish oil supplement that is not recommended by a doctor, you really want to make sure you check those PCBs, you want to check the mercury, you want to make sure that those are not going rancid. This is a great antioxidant-rich alternative, and if you're someone who wants glowing skin and strong, durable hair, as well as just supporting the cellular function in the phospholipid bilayers of your body cells, this is a really great alternative to those fish oils, and it is balanced. Next, let's dive into B12, otherwise known as cobalamin. This is a fascinating little guy because it's actually missing in so many diets because of our food safety. So first off, what even is B12? It's an essential vitamin, and its structure is actually one of the biggest and most fascinating. And what's also interesting about B12 is that for a long time, people thought of it as a vegetarian or vegan vitamin because vegetarians and vegans were supposedly always running low. But after they did tests and studies, meat eaters as well are actually very low in this. Now, why did people even think that in the first place, and why was that proven wrong? The reason why is because B12 is something that our bodies cannot make. We need to get it from an external source. But guess where it comes from? It's actually a byproduct of bacteria. Now here's the thing, with our standards for cleaning and washing vegetables and fruits and everything, we no longer get B12 from just eating fruits and vegetables. Animals still eat those dirty fruits and vegetables, and when they do, the B12 gets trapped in their tissues, which then humans ingest. But even humans who do choose to eat meat have been shown to be deficient. Now, does this mean that you should go run to the river and drink dirty water to get your natural source of B12 in? Probably not, although it is possible, and there have been studies showing that people who ate with unsanitary fecal precautions, anybody know fecal matter? They were getting enough B12 naturally. But it's probably best to continue eating foods that are safe and sanitary and just take a supplement, because you don't want to get something like typhoid fever or another bacteria-related illness because something was not prepared in a sanitary manner. Now, when it also comes to B12, there are 2 different forms. If you get it from eating animal tissue, it's actually bound to a protein, and your body has to tear those things apart. And for some people's bodies, it is pretty hard, which is why meat eaters can still be deficient. For vegans and vegetarians, it's almost always recommended that you take a supplement or eat a lot of nutritional yeast. Now, my father is Argentinian, and he loves his steaks. He loves his brie cheeses, and like meat, cheese, prosciutto, like that is his life. And when he got his blood results back, I actually took a look at them, and his doctor and I both noticed that he was very low in B12. So he's someone who was eating the meat and the cheese, but still extremely low. So just because you do or don't eat meat doesn't mean you're protected. B12 is a supplement that everybody should be taking for overall health and wellness. And the reason why isn't just because it's a vitamin, but because it's actually essential to the way our body functions and to our neurological health. Our nerves send signals to each other, which is why we're able to talk and communicate, when we're able to feel that something is hot or cold, or we're able to move our hands. And what helps the body send those signals is through nerves. The myelin sheath is this little protective shield, or this layer, and B12 actually helps make those. If you're deficient in B12, it can cause symptoms of nerve damage, it can cause memory loss, it can cause issues learning, and it has been linked to depression. Some people who have B12 deficiencies are actually very fatigued, and it's hard to wake up in the morning, and it's hard to just get through day-to-day life. And if you do have tingling in your extremities or any of these issues with memory loss or fatigue, you should talk to a doctor immediately and get checked. But B12 is also related to iron absorption. Iron is important for your entire body and your beauty, but as women, we also know that we lose a lot of iron when we bleed, and this can be a problem. Iron issues can be more extreme, such as anemia, where hormone issues might be present, where skin gets dry, you might be fatigued all the time, or even get a dry, flaky scalp that looks like dandruff. But the thing about iron is that not only does your body need to have it available and need to break it down, but B12 should be there to help you properly absorb it. And especially for us girls who are still in the baby making age, our bodies still decide to go bleed every single month, having low iron can be an issue. It can mess with our hormones, it can disrupt a lot of different things. And to make sure that your body is able to create enough red blood cells to help keep you going and also to help you exercise and not be fatigued every day, B12 could really help you absorb that iron better and is an essential nutrient for, again, your overall body, your brain and neurological health, and therefore your beauty. And the last supplement is actually from Dr. Murad. This is the Pure Skin Clarifying Dietary Supplement. Now, I have heard amazing things about this for acne, and it is supposed to be a skin supplement, but when we actually look at the ingredients, it looks more like a great multivitamin. I've personally met Dr. Murad, and I love his philosophy. He actually has a book called The Water Secret that I would personally recommend that talks about your skin health and how that relates to hydration that you actually get through foods. And again, he is a board-certified dermatologist, an expert in the field for multiple years who understands these things. And the fact that he pays attention to these things and looks at how our body can be treated, not just from the outside in, but from the inside out as well, I really respect that. And when it comes to these supplements, it is a prime example of overall skin health, but therefore overall body health. So first, I'm just going to read off some of this list because it is really impressive. It's got vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, B1, B2, niacin, vitamin B6, biotin, pantholitic acid, which is again that omega-7. We've got calcium, magnesium, zinc, selenium, and then on top of that we have a proprietary blend, which is made up of the supplements that don't have a daily recommended value, such as L-lysine HCl. We've got bedrock, yellow dock, horsetail, which by the way, those things taste horrible on their own. I used to go to Whole Foods and I used to buy those supplements and take them. Whew. It literally was the worst taste ever. It tasted like vomit. And the reason that I was taking them is that they were supposed to purify the blood, the kidney, and the liver. It was my aesthetics school teacher and kind of the director of the aesthetics school that I was going to, the esthetician, who told me to take those for my acne because it was horrible when I was in aesthetics school and it tasted awful. But this has those in there and it does not taste like barf in your mouth, which is always a bonus. And so as you can see, even though this is sold as a skin supplement, it actually looks like a good everyday vitamin booster to me. And that's personally how I use it. My friend Maya originally tried these and she got me hooked on them. There's also a girl that I follow on Instagram. Her name is My Face Story. She talks a lot about acne and she really likes these as well. And once I looked at the ingredients and got them, I can see why. And I also want to talk about some of these specific ingredients and how they might help. For instance, vitamin A might actually help to decrease oil within your skin if you are overly oily body and it causes breakouts for you. Zinc is known to be anti-inflammatory. It can help reduce redness and inflammation. And there are some studies that even show that it might be beneficial for scarring and to help healthy skin repair, but not to overscar. Calcium, you know that it is essential for our bones, but did you know that our body actually uses calcium to help create and use antioxidants as well? It also helps us with cell renewal, and then this also has magnesium, which can help with the absorption of calcium. If you take calcium without magnesium, your body probably isn't using it very well, which is again why you do have to combine some of these things. Magnesium also helps with protein production, helping your body assemble amino acids into proteins for your muscles, for your body, and for your skin tissues. And so the fact that Dr. Murad put some of these things in there, such as the magnesium, the zinc, the copper, the vitamins, the calcium, along with some of these yellow dock roots, these horsetails, these grape seed extracts, etc., it really does go that extra mile for our health and wellness. And again, I am not a certified nutritionist. You should always speak to a doctor first. I am just a girl who loves skincare, loves science, and wants to understand these things a little bit better with you. And remember that all of these are supplements and are meant to supplement a healthy body and a healthy diet. For myself, I find that eating fresh, vitamin and mineral-rich foods really make my body feel the best and have done wonders for my skin. That's personally something that works for me. And a supplement should never be a band-aid to eating junk food, or it should never be a fix to starving yourself or to eating horribly. They should be just that. They should supplement what your diet might not already be getting as you try to do your best to eat balanced and healthy every single day. So I hope that you enjoyed the little science in this video. If you did, tickle the little like button. It lets me know that these videos are appreciated and that my nerd side can emerge every now and again. And if you're new here, smash the subscribe button because we do post more videos about acne, about skincare, and about understanding the science behind your skin and the cosmetic chemistry of your beauty on a regular basis. I truly believe that knowledge is power. And I believe that when we get inspired by something we see or excited about something, that we're driven to make a positive change in this world. That's what I do here in these videos, and I hope that they inspire you to do something amazing with your life or in the lives of others today. Remember that I love you beautiful butterflies so much. Always be beautiful inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.